has also said, 20% oil at 10% would mean that we make it stagnant. We do not increase much dependence on imported oil. The technology problems are persisting. The problem is there. The solution is we have to have a revised energy mix, a major shift to thermal, hydropower generation. Nothing has happened since we did the Ghazi Bharota. The two projects, Kohala and Neelam Jhelum, won't come online till 2016. Alternate energy has to be there, but let me add that it is socially acceptable, socially good, diplomatically good to talk about alternate energy. USA only has 3.5% of alternate energy in the energy basket. So let us not try to do something which is not doable. Wind can give you maybe 1,000, 3,000 megawatts. Solar for heating, yes, not for power. And biomass and all only add a small percentage. If we look at the GDP growth, GNP growth, 6.5% versus 4.5%. The slides we will share with you, but I'm going to rush through this. We talked about the Neelam Jhelum project. Gas, again, is not going to happen. So the resulting gap has to be covered by coal and hydro. Okay. What does industry have to do? You, I think, are auditors for many of the leading industries. I've given a rough roadmap of what needs to be done. Energy conservation, staggering of holidays, rescheduling of shifts, installing large-scale solar heaters, integrated operation with the boilers. There are many methods, putting in smaller power plants based on LNG imported or LPG, that you can bridge the gap, knowing that the government does not have a solution. You could have some wind turbines where there is wind data, not in Lahore, but I think it's possible in the Karachi area. The two saviors are that we can have LNG on fast track, provided the industry and the local banks support that. And thermal utilization is possible, and we can produce enough energy. Our friend Dr. Samar Mubarak Band is making claims which I believe, and I'm 100% confident are not tenable. That project will not end up anywhere. There is another method. We have to go with proper planning and mining and come up with mega mines. India produces 500 million tons of coal a year. China 2.2 billion. America 1.6 billion. And what is stopping us to even come up to 50 million tons a year in the next 5 years? It can be done. And if you see what can we produce out of that, synthetic natural gas 250 million cubic feet, 30,000 barrels plus 50,000 barrels of diesel a day, and another 250, that is 500 million cubic feet of additional gas, and integrated power plants of about 1,000 megawatt. Where the government and the planners have gone wrong, they put in tenders, कि जी 6,000 का 1,000 का power plant लगा दें. A single power plant based on thermal core is not economic. Engro has tried it, it did not work, they could not get the funds, so even their project will not see, it is not seen the end of the day, and it will not. We have to increase the share of hydro, like we showed you in another slide. And how do we do that? 8,000 megawatt, there's a complete list. This homework has been done while I was in PEPCO, small, medium hydro units. Suleiman Najib probably also has a list. And then out of the 5 listed, we must put up at least 4. And Kalabagh being last on the list does not mean it is the least, it is the most important and the priority. In the final analysis, I think it is the government won't do it, the politicians are not up to it, and the corrupt politicians certainly are not up to it. It is the professionals that we have to work diligently. Pakistan needs energy sufficiency. Sustainability means affordability, both for industry, domestic, as well as the lifeline consumers, and sovereignty. Unless we have control of at least 50% of our energy sources, Pakistan will not be secure. We may be a nuclear state, but if we don't have energy like we are facing right now, basic sovereignty is going to be compromised. So ladies and gentlemen, I leave you with these thoughts. And please remember what I told you, that if all of you and another, I think it's maybe the top users in the domestic slabs and the gas, not more than 100,000, stop using the geysers, stop using the space heating, and put on warm clothes like Sui Northern is advertising very well these days. We will save gas, so we will be able to. And last but not the least, CNG is consumed not by the poor man of this country. CNG is consumed. आप देख लें, Toyotas, Honda सब खड़ी होती हैं CNG पे, क्योंकि बेगबात में फिरना होता है, वो कहती हैं सस्ता हो जाएगा काम. So that should be the fuel. If it is subsidized, which it is, it should be for the poor, for public transport. अगर हम ये दोनों चीजें कर लें, we can save 150 million from the CNG. 400 आपको बताया है ये winters में from the domestic non-use of geysers and space heaters. And if our illustrious companies, Sui Southern and Sui Northern, reduce the losses, that is another 100 million cubic feet. Your immediate short-term problem is solved. We have a crisis management solution. Does the government have the political will? If they don't, the people can get together and send the message through, because I think it is a matter of survival of Pakistan's industry, of our poor people, of the employment base of the country. Think about it. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you to the panelists and ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be with you. Yes, I wasn't really waiting because I've been waiting here for the last couple of hours. Mr. Chairman, the topic is energy engine for economic growth, and I will stick to that.